and gentlemen, welcome to the PodBrother podcast. And you hear my voice, but you see my commercial on Nordic Track, which is where you can find me. The NFL is running a lot of these spots during some of the games, so you'll get a chance to see me. So I thought, why not throw it in my podcast? So welcome to the podcast. But today is super cool, super special, because I have a very special guest of honor. Fantuzzi is in the house. He's here celebrating his birthday with Adam and Kathleen, and I thought, man, if I could just snatch him for a few seconds for a podcast, that would be completely and totally awesome. And guess what? He's sitting here in my studio. How you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm so blissed out and grateful to be with you in all this community.
Man, my community loves you, and you love my community. That's what I like about you.
Aww.
Everyone loves you, and you love everybody.
That's it's a good thing.
So walk me through tonight, man. Like, you walk in the door, and it's just bliss and fun, and just it's off the hook. Like, walk me through a Fantuzzi moment through the threshold of Adam's house.
Many, many decades. Step right in. It's always the same in terms of love and openness, community, transformation, being real with each other, authentic, and sharing and caring. And I walk in the door and there's arms to greet me. There's musicians, awesome musicians, to jam with me, etc., etc. It's like a little piece of heaven on earth.
You know, you walk in, you get on the drums, and this beautiful, hot, sexy girl just could not help sitting still. She gets up and she's dancing. I got her playing in the background on you right now. Walk me through that moment. How was that? Was that like a Fantuzzi moment where you just inspire people just to get up and dance for no reason? You
know, I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to that part of it. I'm fully involved with just letting it come through how it wants to come through, and it takes my 100% attention. Not to say that I didn't see that beautiful goddess that you're talking about, but I'm just like
in the moment.
Yeah, I'm giving my all to the moment with rhythm, song, or whatever comes
well,
through.
People see that. That's what inspired her to get up and dance anyway. That was kind of her receptacle. That was kind of her payback for you giving 100%.
Ooh, that's nice. It's nice to hear. I remember doing this where Jimi Hendrix was a little bit delayed for whatever reason. We don't know. And the audience was getting a little bit on the sleepy side, and I saw this drum on the freaking stage, Village Gate, 1968 or so, and 16. Yeah.
So you did the Fantuzzi thing, grabbed them drums,
on
man.
that. I don't do that now because now I'm the guest.
And made a moment. You manufactured a moment.
And they gave me a standing ovation. I jumped on that drum at 16 years old, beat the shit out of beat my heart out or whatever. And the people felt it just like that beautiful goddess today.
Nice, man. I'm sure you have thousands of stories like that, thousands of moments where you just, are on stage in your element and people are feeling you 100% because you give it 100%. That's just beautiful.
You know what's beautiful too? If you can stay almost invisible. As visible as I am invisible. As popular as I may be, I am unpopular. Known, unknown. Just, it's important to stay, real for me. I don't know if it's just the way the universe has offered itself to me.
The juxtaposition of that puts you in a place that keeps you grounded and keeps you real.
Humble too, real. Yeah, I like humble. That, bro. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, because you can't, one side too much on that scale is not healthy. It's not good. It's not. Too much fame, too much power, too much money, it tends to taint and intoxicate you to the point to where you lose vision, you lose yourself. But yet being too ass out and broke and hungry doesn't allow you to focus on being the real you, because you don't have the tools and the resource and the opportunity to be you. You are stifled because you are too ass out to be where you really should be.
Are you a Buddha? Because that was beautiful, brother.
I'm the PodBrother, baby. I talks to people.
He's the PodBrother.
But I also listen,
That's what it takes.
Listen.
That's what it takes to listen. Because then when you listen, you have something to talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's it. And it's funny because people will talk to me on my show, and just to see if I'm paying attention, they'll do a callback. And I'll be like, every point, they'll be like, oh, snap, you was listening. I'm like, well, how are we going to have a conversation if I don't know what you're talking about? If I can't call back the points, I'm not just a good-looking sock puppet over here. I'm not even on the screen. It's 100% you. So
what the hell? It's me. You're looking at me. Don't look at me. You're looking at yourself. There ain't nobody here but you.
But I find that I learn something from all of my guests. There's always a takeaway. And, I'll run into people on the street, and they'll be like, hey, man, I listened to your podcast like, you did like 2 years ago. But what you had to say was so profound. I was just talking to my boy at the water cooler at the office about some point you made. And, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, man. So I like to listen. And to listen to your music is the same. There's things that you get from the rhythmic sounds, the phonic sounds, the lyrics, the feeling. You almost have to have 20 antennas to get all the messages that you throwing out.
Thank you.
You know what I like to do, man? My barometer of letting me know if content is good is to watch it no sound. And then just see, like, if I can get pulled in from how you look and how you plan and your facial expressions and the people, like,
and the energy that's coming out and the vibe.
It just makes me like, I want to hear what's going on. And if I can last 5 minutes, which I can't, I gotta put the volume on because I want to hear what's going on. But at the same time, I'll also not watch the video and just listen to just audio only.
What?
And then paint my own picture. And then there's these colorful images that you can create just from what you're feeling from the audio stimulation. And then you put the two together, then it's cool. And if you're lucky enough to be in the moment in real time to get the audio on your eardrums and the visuals on your retina, that's when you know you're alive. And you have that effect on hundreds of thousands of people. Definitely on the PodBrother.
Right on. Thank you. FantuzziMusic.com, FANTUZZI. And not only do I have like visuals of me doing concerts, my son is an award, 2-time award filmmaker. He's just been working with Spike Lee in Puerto Rico.
That's awesome.
And he's done a couple of my videos, and those are on my website, and lots more. I just came from Peru, and I'm in Peru, Cuba, and I did a movie and an album, and the album is coming out first and real soon, and it's the baddest talent in Cuba.
Wow.
I'm excited.
It's awesome. I can't wait to hear it, see it. I can't wait to follow. Now, you said, you are looking for an additional arm to help you with some social media. Some
I could use some help with social media.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to help you out best way I can.
That's fabulous, bro.
Yeah. And there's no reason why millions of people shouldn't be touched by your images and your media, because it's solid.
Thank you, man.
It's solid.
Thank you. I feel so blessed because even though I came from the poorest of the poor and the roughest of the roughest, and the full of crime is the full of crime anywhere, the universe laid it on me somehow, sprinkled a little fairy dust on me so I could not get stuck in the muck and move forward into being a helping hand wherever I can, be it song or be it company or be it laughter, joy, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
See, now that was some Buddha shit you just ran down. See, you just threw a black. That was some Buddha volley right there. But the PodBrother threw some Buddha down, and you went. You did some like Serena Williams volley back voodoo, Buddha right on a brother. That was tight.
Thank you.
That was tight because a lot of people, they get lost in the toxicity.
Mm-hmm.
And they use as an excuse not to share their real light, their real love.
Mm.
And you're an example of how you can push through that. I mean, as am I. I mean, I came up kind of those same avenues.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, a lot of it's luck, divine intervention, God's universal
good
karma. I don't know. It was all them cylinders was working because there was probably about 50 times before I was 18, I should have been dead, locked up, shot.
Whatever, yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
It's like
I know.
There's just there was definitely something and somebody looking out for me.
Really.
And it allowed me to find myself so that I can then, reach out and help other people.
Yeah, and express yourself. Be the best self that you can be instead of just dragging yourself through life with no enthusiasm and no inspiring, touching others.
That's a jewel itself, is to give yourself to the world and what you have to offer and the byproduct of what you were, your talent and what you're here to do. My grandfather told me like the wealthiest place on the earth is the graveyard because people take all of their talent and their wealth and their gifts to the cemetery. They die before they can give their gifts, so the cemetery gets those gifts versus us.
Amen, brother. That's a very good point because we are sitting around waiting for the right time, and when time flies by.
Tick tock.
So let's get with it, whatever it is you got.
Tick tock, my brother. Because all I know is them ticks and them tocks you don't get back.
You got
to
give it all you got while you can. Thank you for supporting my man, and thank you for listening to me. Keep on doing what you're doing because we need all of us. It can't be just a few of us. We need all of us to make it work. Each one teach one, right?
Nice.
Each one help one.
Yes.
Right on, my man.
Well, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for stopping by the PodBrother Studios, man. Mad love for you.
Woo!
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you around the corner. What's up?
Man, how's it going, man? We were enjoying.
Kimbo!
What's that?
Partner! What's going on?
So good to see you.
Good to see you. How you been?
Good.
poppin'?
What time did you guys get here?
PodBrother was popping.
What's going on with that beard?
So you want to come and do a little spot with me later?
You know, every time I say I do it, I never do, but I'm gonna try this.
All right, before you get out.
I will for you.
Friday, man. It smells like a